Alright, Royal Fanning Adventures, March 21st, 2021, Fremont, Nebraska, eastbound, Union Pacific Manifest. This one is going to Omaha. Let's see what goodies we get today. Again, this one's heading east. It's going down the tracks that go right into Omaha. Here comes a Southern Pacific gondola. Right there. There we go. Golden West Service, Southern Pacific. Southern Pacific again. Here's Missouri Pacific. Missouri Pacific. Comes an old Chicago Northwestern, now RCPE. Oh, we got a bunch of C&Ws coming at the end of this train. There's an old Tropicana. Here's an old Extra. There's the first of Chicago Northwestern, second. ATW. Another Chicago Northwestern. Another Extra. And two former Chicago Northwesterns right there. Royal Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. All right, March 21st, 2021, and BNSF, well, still working Fremont Yard. I don't know if he's done yet or not. He's going to proceed north. Again, CSX, Foreign Power leading. I believe he's finally going to go through. They are holding a Union Pacific eastbound just west of the Diamond, so. Northern, there's one fallen flag, two fallen flags, three fallen flags, four fallen flags. Here's a Santa Fe, that's five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 'This train is finally heading north. Number 16, 17, 18, Chicago Northwestern, we can barely see the markings. I'm not going to count that one. Now owned by NOKL, North Oklahoma Link. I believe that's what it is. 1 cent a day so far. And this train's gonna head north, going up to Sioux City. It's gonna go right through my town of Lyons, Nebraska. Might have to stop in Oakland and let a train come south, I don't know. Right now he's heading north, so that's a single track main with a couple big passing sidings. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska, BNSF heading north with Foreign Power leading. Alright, Rail Fanning Adventures, March 21st, 2021, Fremont, Nebraska. This is the second loaded coal drag heading east. This one, I don't know if it's going into. Yes, it is. This too is going into Omaha. Oh, nope. This one's going to Blair with its loaded coal load. Tracks closest to me go directly into Omaha. Tracks on this side that it's running down go to Blair, Nebraska. We're across the river into Iowa. Second big loaded coal drag I've seen today here in Fremont, Nebraska on the 21st of March. This one is a single, I'll call it, power in the front and then one at the rear pushing. Here comes the rear DPU. Real Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. All right, Fremont, Nebraska, March 21st. This is a westbound. I'm going to say grain train or grain hauler. Coming out of Omaha. Heading west. Oh, I take it back. It is a manifest train. Missouri Pacific fallen flag, gondola. There we go. Southern Pacific. Another Southern Pacific. Missouri Pacific. Missouri Pacific. Southern Pacific boxcar. Southern Pacific boxcar. Quite a few fallen flags on these manifests when they run through here. They're always nice to see. I like to see the old rails represented. This train's heading west out of Omaha. And here's an unusual thing. The DPU today is none other than Norfolk and Southern. So here's our next foreign power. 1150 heading west as a DPU SD70As. There you go. Yeah. Foreign power. Here in Fremont, Nebraska, March 21st, 2021. And now we're going stack. Should it be interesting to see what's pushing the end of this train, because I think it's going to be a little bit too heavy just for those three engines to be pulling this. I'm thinking there's probably going to be a pusher at the end. Well, I was wrong. There's nothing at the end of this. Pushing. We got some old twin stacks at the end of this though. 5-pack. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, March 21st, 2021, Fremont, Nebraska. This is an eastbound loaded coal drag on the Union Pacific side of things. Coming through Fremont, Nebraska, heading east. Looks like he's going in. Omaha bound, the way the track he's going down. The other track on the other side goes to Blair, so. Omaha bound, loaded coal. Rail Fanning Adventures, March 21st, 2021. Alright, here comes the mid-train DPUs. 8090 and 7680 with the other half of the loaded coal drag going into Omaha. All right, March 21st, 2021, and here comes tail end Charlie on this train. 7125 is your rear power. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. All right, so this northbound is definitely doing work here. March 21st, 2021 in Fremont. He's reversing. My belief is he's picking up probably the loaded cryo trains, cars, and the tanks that are over on the siding there. Again, this train's being led by a foreign power, CSX. We don't see a whole lot of them out here. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. All right, March 21st, Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Now that the eastbound Autorack train on the Union Pacific side of the house is cleared, BNSF now has the okay to run north and cross the Diamond. And here they come with foreign power leading the train. CSX. Yeah, look at that. Looks like we're going to do some work here in Fremont. He might be picking up that cryo train car right around the corner. He's got the green to cross that diamond right there where he stopped. He might be picking up, there's an empty couple cryo or loaded cryo trans cars right around the corner here. I don't know. Looks like he's rolling the power on now to get going. Again, we're being led by foreign power, CSX. Number 3. Followed by 2 pumpkins. Yeah, I think we're doing some work here in Fremont. So we'll come back to these guys in a minute. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, March 21st, 2021, Fremont, Nebraska. This is a eastbound Autorack train. Passing through Fremont, Nebraska. Rail Fanning Adventures. A fallen flag, Conrail. There we go. There's one. See what other goodies we get today. Now behind us on the BNSF side of the house, we should have CSX leading 2 pumpkins with a northbound, it looks like a manifest. I just got some still shots of it around the corner there. We should see that heading our way any minute now. He had the green, and then this train showed up for the Diamond, so he's still waiting. Again, BNSF on the west side of town, their north-south route crosses the east-west Union Pacific main lines here in Fremont. So it's kind of a pinch point for both of them. They both have mainline action crossing each other here. Again, this is an eastbound. They're empty auto racks. So far, only Conrail has been the only fallen flag. I kid you not, there are tumbleweeds blowing out here in Nebraska. Yeah, I am in the Midwest for sure. Wow, they left the doors open on this one. Oopsies. And one more Conrail will be the second fallen flag on this train. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska, March 21st. All right, Sunday, March 21st, 2021. This is Union Pacific heading west with what appears to be an autorag train. They're going to stop here and do a crew change. They're also waiting for green to cross the diamond west of town here. So this train will be stopping most likely at the crew building here to my left. So once he stops, we'll stop the video and continue recording in a minute. But he's definitely going to come to a stop here momentarily. These are loaded auto racks. Cars and pickups. Looks like vans, SUVs. That looks like, they look like Chevys actually. I don't know. It's hard to tell through the metal siding, but there's definitely vehicles in them. Again, this train's heading westbound. It's going to be stopping here doing a crew change. Crew's already out waiting for him. Replacement crew here in Fremont, Nebraska. Rail Fanning Adventures. Super windy day today. Stopping Union Pacific auto hauler here. Yep. Alright, we're going to start the video when he gets moving again. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska, March 21st. Alright, March 21st, continued. The westbound autorag train has done the crew change here in Fremont, Nebraska, and is now continuing west with the green signal to cross the diamond west of town here. We're gonna watch this slowly get going. GTW bottom. This train is huge. This thing is still coming around the corner about a mile down the tracks. And it's at the Diamond on the other side of town, so we gotta be at least 2.5 to 3 miles long. Now he's blowing for the crossing past the Diamond. That's about a little over 3 miles now. From where he is to what I can see past me here. Ah, finally, the end. Here you go. Here's a fallen flag for you. Chicago Northwestern. That was the only one I've seen so far. Besides the bottom saying GTW, Grand Trunk Western. Alright, here comes the end. Rail Fanning Adventures, March 21st, 2021. Alright, March 21st, Fremont, Nebraska. This is an eastbound stacker passing the Autorack train that's doing a crew change. So while the Autorack train switches crews here in Fremont, we got eastbound stack running past them. Rail Fanning Adventures. double stack 53s so far. Now, I don't know how true this is, but one of the guys I talked to that works for UP out here says that when they have a high wind advisory, they only send these loaded because they have a tendency to blow over out here in Nebraska. So I'm assuming that this train has mostly loaded trailers. And we have upwards of 50 to 60 mile an hour winds today. And we're under a wind advisory, so I don't know if they tie down the trains that have like the empties and stuff, and they only run the loaded trailers when it's super windy. Alright, we just got a horn blast from the Autorag train behind it. I believe they're going to get going here, so... Alright, Ralph Hennig Adventures with an eastbound stacked train waiting on this Autorag train to get going here. Fremont, Nebraska, March 21st. Alright, March 21st, 2021, Oakland, Nebraska. This is one town south of where I live in Lyons. After the CSX manifest leading BNSF train headed north, this southbound crude train got the okay to head south. Next stop for him will be Fremont. Well, he'll have to go through Fremont on his way to Lincoln or Omaha. It's being led by 2 CN units. 2243 is their leader. It's a long crude train sitting on the side and waiting to head south. It's propane. Propane. I could have sworn I read placards on the other side of this that were crude. I mean, the front could be propane, the back end could be crude. I don't know. Right now it's propane. Propane heading south. Oakland here is where there's a very long passing siding on the single track main. So basically, there's a couple spots. Fremont, the north end of Fremont, there's a passing siding. Oakland here, there's a passing siding. And then when they get up by, there's another passing siding in Yuling, which is just south of here, where southbound and northbound trains can pass each other because it is a single track main. This is a lot of propane, a lot of propane heading south. This whole train is loaded propane tanks coming south from up north. I always wondered why BNSF didn't two-track this main line heading north. There's a lot of activity on this line. Sometimes you'll have two trains stacked here waiting for a northbound to pass two southbounds. Sometimes it's one big, huge southbound train like this. The north side of Fremont right now, there's another crude or propane train waiting to head either north or south, I don't know. Oh, I can see the end. Let's see what power we have at the end of this train. And we had CN leading this train heading south, and it looks like we have BNSF maybe, or CN push, I don't know. got BNSF pushing. Again, Ralph Henning Adventures, Fremont, or Oakland, Nebraska. Another Wisconsin Central buffer. Ralph Henning, for those who can't, changing the world one smile at a time. March 21st, Oakland, Nebraska. This is BNSF heading north with the train I caught earlier in Fremont. Passing he's heading north and he's passing a southbound crude train that's holding here in Oakland. With any luck, we'll get that CN train going by. This, of course, is the other side of the train I recorded earlier. With, I believe, some more cars because he's picking up as he's working his way north. A lot of good fallen flags on this train. Like I said, I recorded it earlier in Fremont. And it's headed north through Oakland. Next stop for him going north is Lyons, Nebraska, my town. Looks like he picked up one more cylinder. Ralph Henning Adventures, Oakland, Nebraska.